What's good, man? Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel. What y'all doing out there? Listen, real quick. I uploaded a video yesterday describing how hard it was to replace a starter on a certain car. And some of the complaints was a little, I just didn't know how people was gonna, or how people felt about that. There are some people literally would rather not buy a car if a certain part on that vehicle is hard to replace. I got the comment section pulled up. I want to go through some of these comments because I didn't know uh, that was you know what I'm saying. That was the deciding factor. Like some people, literally, I'm not buying a car that the starter that hard to replace on. I mean, what if you really like the car? Okay, the thing is, guys, it's the features that determine how hard just about any part is on the car to replace. Whatever if that car has a lot of features, a lot of add-on, a lot of, four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, all this stuff that you probably don't need and don't use. Yeah, it's going to be tougher to deal with stuff like that. Now, a lot of people can't replace a starter, whether it was hard or easy. Just the mere fact that they know it's hard would turn them off to buying the car. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, let me go over some of these comments right quick. I'm only going to be on here about 10 minutes. That's why you make the big bucks? No, I don't think so, bro. Terrible design. Engineers did this on purpose. No thought for the technician. You, my friend, may have a point. Okay. Now, or, I mean, think about it this way, guys. The mechanic gets compensated for, doing a job. It's like, not like, there's a certain charge for this. So now he may be talking about no thought for the DIY guys. Yes, from that standpoint, he have a point. No thought for the DIY guys. I'm not sure engineers are going to sit back and while they writing out the blueprints or the designs of the vehicle, would think about will have DIY mechanics in mind when they're doing it. So I don't think that's the case. But interesting point, Matt. Uh, it's at the point now that if you're thinking about buying a new vehicle, you need to have a mechanic look it over. If it's used but less than 5 years old, you can search online and see if that particular vehicle is plagued with trap parts like that. Wow, people really care about that when they go buy a car. I never heard of a salesman complaining about customers asking him how hard it is to do the alternator. Wait a minute. Before I buy this, how hard is it to do the starter? I just never gave that much thought, I guess, because I've been in this bubble so long, apparently. But yeah, that's interesting. Who's that? Arthur gave 5746. Okay, 10 pounds of shit in a 5 pound bag. I had to remove the starter on my all-wheel drive Durango to swap transmission. Had to remove the left. Yes, I know exactly what you mean, bro. You cannot get that. The torque converter bolts is inside of that area, in that starter area. Okay, so in order to get the starter out, you do have to remove that mount on some models, and it depends on a lot. Depends on if the car is equipped with auto stop start, and it's gonna have that bigger, beefier starter. And no, you can't squeeze it out. I don't care what anybody say. The ones that argue with me down, well, you don't have to remove the mount. They just got a smaller starter, so it's different applications for different vehicles. But yes, man, Hogan fan, I know exactly what you mean, bro. This is why Stellantis losing money. Nobody wants this crap. Are you suggesting sales are down because starters are in a tight spot on some models? I'm not understanding this comment. Yes, the starter's in a tight spot, but I don't think sales is being affected because of it. I guess, yeah. Now my truck has the starter in an absolute terrible place under the intake manifold, and it doesn't bother me in particular. Donovan, interesting. Okay, curious now under the intake. Last one I seen was an Infinity like that. You drive an Infinity truck or something? Curious what kind of vehicle you got. Uh, I tried to quit this. I tried to quit, but this is all I know. I don't know what other career to jump into. Bro, you sound like me. It's not that I want to quit. I just want to. Okay, Tundra. To us. F8 Tundra. Okay. It's not that I want to quit, but yeah, this is what I know best. So you just suck it up and do it. Like I say, the average Joe Blow at home, doing starters at home in your garage may be the it coming to the end. So I get those guys complaining, but the actual mechanic that do this for a living, I can't understand those guys complaining. Napkins, I got this exact same job over the fall without knowing it would what it would require. I spent a good hour scratching my head over if I should approach this by removing the yes, you got an option. You can go from the top or the bottom. And guess what? The intake is it's not like it's easy. It's not like it's easy. I guess if you was at home, you would have no choice. But still, even at home, there are some bolts under the bottom that you have to get get the intake off. So it's gonna be hard either way you go. But Napskin, I know what you mean, bro. It's crazy. Milky Way. I retired after 40 years in the business and truly love my work, but I have always maintained that the designers were smoking dope and drinking Jack Daniel whiskey while they worked. All right, that's interesting. You mean the engineers? Yeah, it's crazy, man. Fiat platform. My gosh, that sucks. I agree, bro. That's definitely sucks. Jerry Huff thinks this is funny. Okay. That's crazy. I definitely look at how a car is engineered. Buried starters and coil and spark plugs gets me away from the car. My Pacifica back bank pisses me off. Pacifica, yes, the rear bank, bank one. It's a pain to get to and a pain. Well, you just got to remove a couple of things, but it can be a pain. It's the way a lot has to do with the intake, guys. The intake we producing bigger intakes now to have that reserve. That reserve air ready for takeoff. Okay, if you punch your car and you don't have, what happened when you punch your car? You step on the gas, slam on the gas, take off. Yeah, if that chamber is not readily, that's why turbos are used. Push air and fuel in, push stuff, get you off the line quicker. So cars are now built with bigger intakes and for a reason. Yeah. I quit Dodge after 13 years. It was embarrassing working for the company, and the warranty pay is a joke. My guy, you, my friend, have a point. Jerry Curl, yes, the warranty pay is absolutely crazy, man. But like I say, when that's all you deal with it. About as bad as having to change out the alternator on a Nissan Quest. Damn, is it that bad? Nissan Quest. I've never done one. Interesting. Okay. Suddenly, forklift tech pays better and hourly. Oh, wow. To work on forklifts? Bro, y'all see that lit up a whole ass rock when he thought TikTok was going to be banned forever. Anyways, my 2011 Honda Fit sounds like the wheel finna fall off. It creaks. Man, you better get that thing in the roast. Get that thing in the air, man. Figure out what's going on. I wouldn't keep driving it. No, I ain't heard about the TikTok guy. TikTok is a whole different audience. Those people over there are something else. But bro, my guy, that 2011 Honda, man, you gotta get that thing in the air and figure out what that noise is. JT, run while you can. I can't, bro. That's all I know. I haven't put any starters in those things. He better hope that was the act. You ain't lying. You imagine putting that in and it ain't the problem? All right, I can't read all these. I just wanted to touch on that because, again, I did not know. I wasn't aware that people really gauge buying a car based off how some parts are hard to get to. Okay, just replace the oil cooler on 3.6 Ram and stop leaking for a day. Now oil is pouring out again and worse. Please in the thought, what you do wrong, bro? What kind of cooler did you use? Not properly seated O-ring? Very well could be the problem. I hope you didn't double seal it. I'm just trying to survive here, my man. I get it, but yeah. Now, I wouldn't necessarily blame the part. All right. Yes, I did ask what kind of part you put on it, but if this is a brand new part, it has no business leaking again. If that's the case, it might be something you did. So I would backtrack that whole job and go back, take it back off and see if you double seals anything or you put a wrong O-ring in the wrong spot. But yeah, you got to get that looked at and get that taken care of. You don't want oil leaking down in the center portion of your engine. That can cause some problems. I ordered a McLaren clutch, says it can handle. It's twin disc, but the car makes 400. Did I mess up on my order? Ooh, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. McLean clutch says it can handle 1,000. It's twin disc. I mean, if it can handle it and what you pushing out is less than that, you should be fine. But I'm not sure if you messed up. The term you use messed up. I'm not sure. I'm at the 10-minute mark, guys. All right, let me wrap this up. Let me get out of here, man. I just wanted to touch on that because that didn't sound right to me, but it is what it is. All right, guys, I gotta go.